Firstly, just I need your name and the spelling, please.
Yep, it's Claire Cassidy, Claire Cassidy.
And your job title?
Choreographer, casting director and associate director.
Okay, and off we go. Claire Cassidy, we're here at the Thames site. We're not. We're 27 miles away. 3, 2, 1. Claire Cassidy, you just stepped out of rehearsals here for the pantomime here in the Harlow Playhouse. Firstly, how's rehearsals going?
Really super well. We've done our first studio run, which means it's the first time we've put all the acting, singing and dancing all together before we go into Theatre 1 to start our technical rehearsal on Saturday.
So it's now November the 24th. When did you first start rehearsing?
We started rehearsing on the 14th of November, but we are definitely planning pretty much from last January. So it feels like we planned for a while, and then suddenly, before we know it, it's Christmas time, and we've got the cast in front of us.
So as a choreographer, and you've been here 10 years?
Yes, my 10th anniversary here at the Harlow Playhouse.
So firstly, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. But the actual mechanics of choreography, how does this work? How do you plan what dances you want them to do? How does that work?
I think with the writers, so Daniel Bell and Ben Parsley, we kind of work together throughout the year to work out what songs we would like to put into the show. You know, that great mix of musical theatre songs as well as popular songs, so that there's something for everybody, and also like the good classics at the end, like the finale for everybody to be singing along to. So we just need to make sure the mixture of songs is great. And then I suppose once I choreograph, I rehearse the performers in, and I have a plan of action, what I want to do. I have some ideas of how I want the number to look like, but obviously once I've got the performers in front of me, I then tweak them, because obviously once they're into the room and I can see their ability, that's how it kind of enlarges. And then when we get into technical rehearsals, which will obviously start on Saturday, then when we're in the space, everything enlarges at that point, because then we use the most space of this amazing theatre.
I don't want to shine light on magic here whilst we're doing it, but I'd like people to know a little bit things like what type of stage is that a good stage to work on?
It's brilliant. It's a massive stage. We have a lot of set this year, which is great. I suppose throughout the years, the last couple of years, obviously we've had to tone it back due to COVID, but we're back full everything, crew, cast, set, band, we're back, and we've got lots of magic effects, we've got lots of flying, so I think the facilities here at the Harlow Playhouse are amazing.
And you mentioned band, it's a live band, isn't it?
Correct.
Is that a challenge, or is that great?
It's great. At the moment, the reason I'm here with you now is that they're currently doing what we call a sitz parade, which is when the band, who have obviously just had their band call yesterday, now meet the principals and the ensemble, and they get to sing through all the songs in the studio theatre, so they can get used to how it all sounds before they move into the Theatre 1. You
seem like a lovely person, Claire, but can you be a hard taskmaster?
Oh, I'm quite strict, yes, absolutely. I think, it's that good balance of, I'm a very people person. I'm a performer myself. I've worked in the West End, so I know how it feels to be a performer, so obviously I love to treat people with respect, but equally I like it to look slick and attacked, so therefore we've got a lot of cleaning to do.
And just a couple more questions. You mentioned West End, so you've worked in the West End. Anything you've been working on or have
Correct.
worked on?
I've worked as a performer in Mamma Mia and Les Mis and Oliver and Sound of Music, and I currently work at Matilda as a children's dance repetiteur, which means I help teach the dance steps to the current children in the West End.
And so mentioning children, so if you're at primary or secondary or sixth form, and in Harlow, for example, and interested in say, I wonder what that Claire does and what I get involved in doing that. Any advice?
Absolutely. I suppose as a child, as a student, I went to multiple different dance classes, singing classes, acting classes, and then when it was something that I really wanted to pursue, I went to a professional musical theatre college, went to a place called Lane Theatre Arts, which is in Epsom. There are multiple schools all over London, all over the UK actually, and then I obviously trained my 3 years there, and then I was very lucky at that point to audition for Mamma Mia, and that's how I got into that show.
And let's just get back to here. Are you excited for Cinderella? Really
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it?
We've been planning this show since 2019. It was always one that we were planning pre-COVID, and obviously we put the brakes on it because if we're going to do it, we're going to do it amazingly well, hopefully. But I knew that we had lots of plans for the transformation, all that magic that can happen. So I think over the COVID years, we just had to tone it back, but now we're back full throttle. So hopefully everyone enjoy the magic here at the Playhouse.